He might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Right to the air. Here's Murray.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. To throw is Murray.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All right, Charles, you know, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Throwing now is Murray.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They start the drive with Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Taken in at the 22.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run it again with Cook.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So back-to-back games here of great production and just, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do, but I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. On play action, it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now Murray. Steps away, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out comes Minnesota.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to the fullback on the dive.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 8.
Now Murray off play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray now.
Got a man. It's McBride, complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
He'll try again.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They start the drive with Connor, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray.
And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They run behind center with Connor.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
113 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 30.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Terry. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the second quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You've got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They run again on first down. Cook.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 50 yards.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 24. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll set up a throw
to Jefferson on the slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, the Vikings right now, they've got the passing game working. It's another 1st down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Cook, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about that.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.
They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know, do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And this has been a game of contrast somewhat. As you see, he's had success moving the ball on the ground. That fumble on the last drive, though, that's now 2 that he's lost in this game.
And that's where it really hurts and makes things difficult on a coach because you mentioned the success he's having, yet if he keeps turning it over, it negates all of that success. Take care of the football, and he's headed for a big game.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys... freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's caught by Callan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job.
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quickly to Hawkinson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Looking to throw. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Left side, Cook. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 176 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Connor up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Terry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to get...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes, right side.
Right down there.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second and 1. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He'll try and run for it with Connor. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cards, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Day.